Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Browns are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bengals, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found there on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Looking to throw on first is Kessler. And incomplete to open things up. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle. Forces every offense that he plays against to alter their game plan.
On play action, it's Kessler. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Dalton, and Eifert has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Dalton. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
It's second down. Dalton looking. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Kessler looks to throw on second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On third down, Kessler. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, William Jackson III. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. They
begin the drive with Johnson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On second down, here's Kessler. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Andre Hawkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw is Kessler. And that is incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Britton Colquitt in his 7th season from Tennessee. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From midfield here, Dalton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw here, Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Dalton, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
His throw incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a... new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Play action. Kessler. He's going to go up top again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age. Right?
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And tough starting field position here.
Back up, Philly. Here we go. Watch it now. Here we go. 56.
After the interception, here's Kessler. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Kessler. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Nine yards to go. It's third down. On third down, Kessler. He's able to find Hawkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Kessler throwing on second down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Kessler, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. This is Jackson. Cuts back, left sideline. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
They come out here in the eye, and they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. It's second down. Dalton looking.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Hill, the lone setback. And Dalton to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Kessler on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. Boy, he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Dalton now to pass. Underneath, this is Bernard. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Dalton, 1st and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On the ground, this is Jackson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Vontez Perfect, the one to get him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now it's Jackson, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Shift together here from the D-line. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And quickly they get to the line. Got to be careful here. Dalton, he drops it off for Bernard. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Backed into the end zone on 3rd and long. And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't, but for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run again with Jackson. And some room to work. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Here's Bernard, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Kessler. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Now that was a big time time played by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way...
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Kessler looks to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And on comes Kevin Hogan, the rookie from Stanford. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. First throw now for the backup McCown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, William Jackson III. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Throwing, Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A solid pass breakup that time by Joe Hayden.
Good to see him out there on the field, moving around, playing well. Joe Hayden, if you talk to the NFL guys, when you list the best corners in the game, Joe Hayden's name always comes up for reasons we just saw, just like that.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They come out here in the eye. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Johnson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now McCown. He's got time. This is complete to Hawkins. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A lot of time in the pocket there, and the quarterback able to find an open throwing lane, and he delivered.
What a terrific job by the guys up front, able to tamp down the pass rush that they've been getting all day.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
McCown now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Johnson on the counter, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Geno Atkins was back and fully healthy in 2015, and when he's like that, he is hard to move.
Had a nice tackle for loss there. 17 of those last year, which was second among all D tackles.
And following in the footsteps of his dad, Gene Atkins, a former NFL defensive back.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw, McCown. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Well, when you got a running back who's already gone over 100 yards for the game, you can bet he'll be involved on 4th and short. He's been tough for this defense to handle all game long, and he converts here to keep the drive moving.
Detroit! Back there in Philly, here we go!
Oh, not running. McCown wants to throw. Smith catches left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, he shifts past him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end that feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
It's do or die for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation.